Hey, you. Ever stop and think about those really big goals you have? Maybe something you're actively working on, or perhaps just a feeling, something you want more of in your life.
Yeah, and maybe wondering how to make those feel a bit more real, less like a daydream and more like, well, a plan.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And that brings us right to what we're exploring today. We're doing a deep dive into vision boards.
But yes, vision boards.
Mm.
They can actually be a pretty powerful tool for sharpening your focus and making those ambitions feel much clearer.
Right. So the source we're digging into today is basically a detailed script, a guide, really, on how to create and use one effectively.
Mm-hmm.
And our mission here is pretty straightforward. We want to give you a really clear, actionable way to understand what these boards are, how they might work for you, and how to actually build one without it feeling like just another task.
Sounds good. So maybe let's start with the basics. What exactly is a vision board for someone who's maybe heard the term but isn't quite sure?
Okay, yeah. So, put simply, it's like a physical or sometimes digital collage. It's a collection, a visual representation of your goals, your dreams, maybe your intentions for the future.
So you gather images, quotes, words, things that really speak to what you're aiming for.
Precisely. And you put them all together in one place where you can see them.
And it's not just about making something that looks nice, although that can be part of it. There's a psychological aspect too, isn't there? Our source mentions that.
Yes, definitely. The idea is that our minds respond really strongly to visual information. Seeing these goals represented visually day after day, it helps your brain focus on them.
Right. It's almost like it helps to program your brain in a way, like when you decide you want a certain type of car.
Oh, yeah. And suddenly you see it everywhere you look.
Exactly. Your brain is now kind of tuned into it. It's noticing things that align with that focus. Vision boards work on a similar principle.
Okay, so by looking at these images and words regularly, you're essentially telling your brain, hey, this is important. Pay attention to things related to this.
Precisely. You're reinforcing those intentions.
Yeah.
And our source touches on this idea. It can actually help prime a part of your brain called the reticular activating system.
The what now?
The reticular activating system. It's like a filter for information. By focusing on these visuals, you're sort of telling that filter, look out for opportunities related to these goals. It subtly shifts your awareness.
Huh, that's really interesting. So it's not magic, it's more about directing your own focus and perception.
Exactly. You start noticing things you might have otherwise missed.
Okay, so if someone's thinking, all right, I'm intrigued, what do they actually need to, make one? Does it require a lot of fancy stuff?
Not at all, actually. That's one of the great things. The materials are usually really simple, stuff you might already have.
Like what?
Well, you need a base, your board. Could be poster board, a cork board is great because you can pin things.
Or even digital, right? Like on a tablet or computer.
Yep, a digital canvas works just fine too. Then you need your visuals. Old magazines are classic, newspapers maybe, or just printing images you find online.
Okay.
And then, the tools. Scissors, glue, or pins if it's physical.
Hmm.
Maybe some markers or pens.
Right, for adding words or little notes. And our source also includes your imagination and goals on materials list,
Ah, yeah, which is crucial. It underscores that this is a personal thing. It starts with you.
which leads perfectly into the actual steps.
Yeah.
The guide says step one is all about reflection, setting those goals first.
Yes, and this is so important. Before you even think about cutting out pictures, you need to get clear on what you actually want.
Why is that so critical? Can't you just find images you like?
You could, but then the board might not actually reflect your deepest desires or your real goals. It might just be pretty pictures.
Okay.
Taking time to reflect first, make sure the board is truly aligned with your vision. It's about being intentional.
Makes sense. The guide suggests thinking about different life areas, which seems helpful,
Yeah.
like career, finance, health.
Right, health and wellness, relationships, travel, adventure, personal growth, spirituality. Thinking in categories like that can help you cover all the bases.
So you get a more well-rounded picture of what you want your life to look like.
Exactly. It helps create a more holistic vision, not just focusing on one thing. Write down maybe your top one or two goals in each area. That gives you clarity.
Okay, so after that reflection, then comes the fun part, gathering the visuals.
Yes. This is where you start hunting for those images, those quotes, maybe just single words that really resonate with the goals you just defined.
And the key is how they make you feel, right? Not just what they literally depict.
Absolutely. Choose things that spark excitement or joy or motivation or whatever positive feeling is connected to that goal for you. It's the emotional connection that's powerful.
So if your goal is, say, more peace. You might choose a picture of a calm lake, even if you don't plan on actually going to a lake.
Precisely. It's about the feeling it evokes, so you cut these out or print them off.
Got it. So now you have your board. You have your pile of inspiring images and words. Step 3 is putting it all together, assembling the board.
And again, our source really stresses, there's no right or wrong way to do this part. It's your vision.
So no strict rules about layout?
Nope. Arrange it however feels good to you. Some people like things neat and organized, maybe in sections for those life categories we talked about.
Like a career corner and a travel corner.
Yeah, or some people prefer to just blend it all together more organically. Whatever visually appeals to you and feels meaningful, it's a creative process.
Okay. And then step 4 involves adding words and affirmations. Why add text on top of the visuals?
This can really amplify the impact. Using powerful words or short phrases or positive affirmations, it adds another layer.
Like the examples in the guide. I am confident, I attract abundance, I deserve happiness, things like that.
Exactly, those kinds of things. These are positive statements about yourself or your goals. Seeing them, saying them, especially combined with the visuals, it can genuinely help sort of rewire your thinking over time.
How's that?
Well, it helps challenge limiting beliefs you might hold subconsciously. It promotes a more positive, empowered mindset. It's like training your inner voice.
Interesting. Okay, so the board is assembled, visuals are up, words are added. What's the final step? Step 5.
Display it and use it. This
Yeah.
is key. Don't just make it and then stick it in a closet.
Right. Where should you put it?
Somewhere visible, somewhere you'll see it easily and often. Your bedroom wall, maybe by your desk in your office, your bathroom mirror, or like we said, digital wallpaper on your phone or computer.
And what do you do with it once it's there? Just glance at it.
More than glance, ideally. The recommendation is to take a moment each day, maybe just a minute or two, to really look at it, to connect with it.
Connect how?
Visualize achieving those goals, see the images, yes, but also try to feel the emotions associated with them, feel the success, the joy, the peace, whatever it represents. It's like a mini mental rehearsal.
Okay. So it keeps the goals alive in your mind and sort of emotionally charged.
Exactly. And that daily reminder, that connection, can then subtly influence your choices throughout the day. You see your health goal, maybe you choose the stairs instead of the elevator, small things.
It keeps your intentions front and center, guiding those little decisions.
It acts as a constant, gentle nudge in the direction you want to go.
So wrapping things up, the big takeaway from our source seems to be that a vision board isn't just, arts and crafts.
Definitely not. It's a tool, a visual reminder of your aspirations, yes, but also a way to actively align your thoughts and, hopefully, your actions.
That connection between aligning your thoughts with taking action seems crucial for turning those dreams into something real.
It really is. The board itself isn't magic, but it's a powerful focusing mechanism. It helps you channel your energy and attention, which can lead to real-world results.
So for anyone listening who feels that little spark, who thinks, maybe this could help me, the advice is basically go for it.
Yeah, absolutely. Grab some magazines or fire up your computer, trust your intuition about what inspires you, and, start building that vision.
Because those dreams you have, they're definitely worth building.
Absolutely. And maybe just a final thought to leave you with as you consider this. How might having that daily visual reminder of your biggest goals actually shift, even subtly, what you focus on and the actions you take day to day? It's interesting to think about, isn't it?